On order in this group, the fact is that Kendra and Matt went to a hotel and they shouldn't have.
Suddenly Amish season finale spoilers. Bishop Vernon confronts James after Kendra and Matt leave for a hotel. The season finale of Suddenly Amish delivers its most emotionally charged and consequential hour yet, culminating in a tense confrontation that reshapes the entire experiment. As the participants face what the community refers to as Reckoning Day, the spotlight turns sharply onto James, whose behind-the-scenes influence sparks a stern rebuke from Bishop Vernon after Kendra and Matt choose to leave the group house and stay in a hotel. The explosive moment, revealed in an exclusive preview clip, core conflict that has driven the series from the start. How much freedom is too much when individuals are navigating life outside the Amish world for the first time, and who bears responsibility when boundaries are crossed? Reckoning Day arrives. From the beginning, the finale positions Reckoning Day as both symbolic and literal. It is meant to be a moment of reflection, accountability, and clarity, a chance for participants to confront the consequences of their choices during the experiment. For some, Reckoning Day represents growth and self-awareness. For others, it brings unresolved tensions to the surface. No storyline embodies these themes more clearly than the fallout involving Kendra, Matt, and James. Kendra and Matt's decision to leave the group living arrangement and check into a hotel is treated as a significant turning point. Within the structure of the experiment, the group house is more than shared housing. It is a controlled environment meant to simulate communal responsibility, transparency, and guidance. People view stepping outside that structure not just as a personal decision, but also as a challenge to the authority and purpose of the process. The hotel decision that changed everything. The choice by Kendra and Matt to stay in a hotel sends shockwaves through the group. While the series has consistently explored themes of independence and personal freedom, this move crosses a line for many within the community overseeing the experiment. The central question quickly becomes not just why Kendra and Matt left, but how the decision came to be and whether it was encouraged. This is where James enters the picture. According to Bishop Vernon, James played a direct role in facilitating or endorsing the hotel stay. While the clip does not show James physically booking the room, Vernon makes it clear that James' words and actions influenced Kendra and Matt at a vulnerable moment. In the eyes of leadership, that influence carries weight and consequences. Bishop Vernon takes center stage. Bishop Vernon has served throughout the season as a moral authority figure, balancing compassion with discipline. In the finale, however, his tone shifts noticeably. Calm but firm, he confronts James in a moment that feels less like a discussion and more like an accountability hearing. Vernon's message is clear. Guidance carries responsibility, especially when dealing with individuals who are still learning how to navigate life outside a strict cultural framework. He challenges James directly, questioning whether his involvement aligned with the values and expectations of the experiment, or whether it placed personal opinion above communal responsibility. The confrontation is striking not because of raised voices, but because of its gravity. Vernon does not accuse James of malicious intent. Instead, he frames the issue as one of judgment, leadership, and respect for boundaries. In doing so, he reframes the hotel incident from a personal choice into a collective failure. James faces his own reckoning. For much of the season, James has occupied a complicated position within the group. Often outspoken, confident, and opinionated, he has sometimes acted as an informal advisor to others, particularly when tensions arise. That role, however, comes with risk. In the finale, James is visibly shaken by Bishop Vernon's words. The confrontation forces him to confront an uncomfortable truth. Influence can be just as powerful as authority. Even without official leadership status, his guidance carried weight for Kendra and Matt. James attempts to explain his perspective, emphasizing that he believed he was supporting their autonomy and emotional well-being. But Vernon's response suggests that good intentions do not absolve responsibility, especially when actions undermine the structure designed to protect everyone involved. It is a sobering moment, and one that marks a clear shift in how James is perceived within the group. Kendra and Matt's perspective. While the confrontation centers on James, the emotional core of the story remains with Kendra and Matt. Their decision to leave the group house is portrayed as deeply personal, rooted in discomfort, confusion, and the overwhelming nature of the experiment. For viewers, their choice raises difficult questions about consent, pressure, and emotional safety. The series does not frame them as villains, nor does it suggest they acted recklessly. Instead, their storyline highlights how fragile the transition can be for individuals raised in highly structured environments. Kendra, in particular, appears torn between asserting independence and seeking approval. Matt, meanwhile, struggles with balancing personal desires against communal expectations. Their hotel stay becomes less about rule-breaking and more about escape, an attempt to find clarity outside the watchful eyes of the group. The broader implications for the experiment. Bishop Vernon's confrontation with James signals a broader reckoning for the experiment itself. If participants are influencing each other in ways that disrupt the process, the question becomes whether the structure is strong enough to withstand individual agendas. The finale suggests that leadership is reevaluating not only James' role, but also the boundaries placed on all participants moving forward. Reckoning Day, it turns out, is not just about individual reflection, it is about systemic accountability. This moment may also redefine how mentorship and peer support are handled in future iterations of the experiment. The series makes it clear that guidance must come with clarity, transparency, and respect for established limits. A defining moment for the series. As the season comes to a close, the confrontation stands as one of TLC's most compelling reality TV moments of the year, not because of spectacle, but because of substance. The exchange between Bishop Vernon and James encapsulates the show's central tension, the challenge of balancing freedom with responsibility during a profound cultural transition. Rather than offering easy answers, the finale leans into complexity. It acknowledges that mistakes can be made without malice, that growth often comes through discomfort, and that accountability is not about punishment, but understanding impact. What viewers can expect next. While the finale brings closure to this chapter, it leaves several questions unresolved. How will James move forward after being publicly called out? Will Kendra and Matt's decision permanently alter their standing within the community? And what changes will leadership implement to prevent similar situations in the future? These lingering questions give the finale emotional weight and narrative resonance, positioning Suddenly Amish as more than a social experiment. It becomes a study in human influence, ethical responsibility, and the complexities of freedom. Final thoughts. The season finale of Suddenly Amish does not rely on shock value to make its point. Instead, it delivers a thoughtful, layered conclusion that challenges both participants and viewers to consider the consequences of their choices. Bishop Vernon's confrontation with James serves as a reminder that in any shared journey, especially one involving vulnerability and transformation, intentions matter, but impact matters more. As Reckoning Day unfolds, it becomes clear that the most important lessons are not about rules, but about accountability, respect, and the delicate balance between helping and overstepping.